we are going to now we are going to study about the breach of the Wayne's bridge. So we are going to study about the Wayne bridge. Wayne's bridge. Okay, so we will first of all draw the circuit diagram. I have drawn the circuit diagram of the Wayne's bridge, in which R1 consists of resistance R1, which is in parallel to the C1. So R1 is the shunt resistance. R1 is known as a shunt resistance. Okay. Now in the branch 2, R2 resistance R2 is connected in series with the capacitor C2. So this is the series capacitance with the R2. Then resistance C1 and C2 are the standard capacitance. C1 and C2 are the standard capacitance. Capacitance of the bridge. R1 and R2 are connected mechanically. So value of R1 and R2 are equal. R1 and R2 are the constant non-inductive resistance, okay, which is of fixed value, fixed or known value. Okay, resistance R1 and R2 both are constant value resistance and both are non-inductive, as well as values are constant or equal, we can say, because of both are mechanically coupled with each other. So we can also say that R1 is equals to R2 equals to R. C1 and C2 are also standard capacitance and both are having the fixed value. So C1 and C2 are called the fixed resistance, fixed or constant resistance. So this can also be written as a C1 equals to C2 equals to C. Now resistance R4 is in the arm 4, through which there flows the current I4. Resistance R3 is in the arm 3, which allows to flow the current I3 in it. Okay, so this is the bridge circuit, and there has been connected the detector in between the B and D point, which will detect the balanced condition of the entire bridge. Now we are going to study about this bridge circuit. These were the basic component conditions. So under these conditions, we have to first of all define the impedance of each and every branch or each and every arm. So now first of all we will define Z1. So Z1 is equal to R1 which is in parallel to the C1. So I can write it as a, when it is in parallel, so I can write it as the write it as a 1 by j omega C1. So now when I will see that R1 is in parallel with j omega C1, so I will apply the parallel circuit formula. So it can be written R1 into 1 by j omega C1 divided by R1 plus 1 by j omega C1. So I will simplify this circuit. When I will simplify, so R1 divided by j omega C1 whole divided by j omega C1 is multiplied with R1. So j omega C1 R1 plus 1 whole divided by j omega C1. If you will simplify, so j omega C1 and j omega C1 will be cancelled. So what will be remaining? R1 whole divided by 1 plus j omega C1 R1. Okay, so now you have got the value of impedance Z1, which is known as a R1 whole divided by 1 plus j omega C1 R1. Now we will define the impedance of the branch 2. If we will go to define the impedance of branch 2, so Z2 equals to, capacitor is connected in series, so it will be considered as a minus. So resistance R2 minus j into 1 by omega C2. So this is written as a R2 minus j whole upon omega C2. Next, Z3 equals to R3 and Z4 equals to R4. In the arm 3, there is a resistance R3 whose value is equal to the Z3, and there is a resistance R4 which is connected in the arm 4, which is equals to R4. So now we will apply the all those impedances in the balanced equation. So at the balanced condition, our equation will be Z1 into Z4 equals to Z2 into Z3, which is common for the AC bridge circuit. So Z1, value of Z1 as indicated here. So value of Z1 is equals to R1 whole divided by 1 plus j omega C1 R1. Z4 value is R4 whole multiply by R4 equal to Z2 equals to R2. This is the value of Z2, R2 minus j whole upon omega C2 multiply by Z3 equals to R3. So Z3 equals to R3. Now you will multiply with all terms. So R1 into R4 whole divided by 1 plus j omega C1 R1 equal to R3 is multiplied by the R3, R2 into R3 minus j R3 whole divided by omega C1. We will still simplify it. When we will still simplify, so this one on the left hand side, R1 into R4 divided by 1 plus j omega C1 R1, this will be cross multiplied with this terminology. So this will be multiplied with the right hand side equation. So your equation will be formed like this: R1 into R4 equal to your value R2 into R3 minus R2 into R3 minus j R3 divided by omega C1, j R3 divided by omega C1. Okay, multiply by this whole term 1 plus j omega C1 R1 will be taken on the right hand side for the multiplication purpose. So 1 plus j omega C1, 1 plus j omega C1 R1, C1 R1. Okay, now we will further simplify it. So R1 into R4 equals to we will multiply R2 into R3 will be multiplied by this term and second term. So we will R2 into R3 into 1 plus J omega C1 R1 multiplied by this two term, means R2 into R3. Then this will be multiplied minus J R3 omega C1 will be multiplied with both terms. So this will be minus J R3 divided by omega C1. Okay, then minus will be multiplied with this term. So minus minus into plus minus. So minus J into J square. Okay, R3 omega C1 R1 whole divided by omega C1. Is it? So omega C1. So now